Is Vechain still a buy at around 9 cents? In this video we'll find out. It's 2021 and as we can all see by now, especially if you watch our videos, is that the bull run is in full force. Massive gains are being made all over the cryptocurrency space, with Bitcoin and Ethereum especially showing up in the mainstream media time and again over the past few months. We appear to be reaching a state of euphoria in terms of people talking about cryptocurrency all over social media, and we can see just how much money is flowing into the space when we take a look at the market cap of cryptocurrency as a whole. The market cap of crypto is currently sitting at around $1.8 trillion, which is roughly twice the size it was just 1 month ago in February, and we don't see any signs of it slowing down yet. When you carefully analyse previous cycles, you can conclude looking at the charts that the cryptocurrency bull runs do not last forever, but rather have fairly predictable cycles of bull run, then euphoria, followed by a collapse and a bear market, then stabilisation followed by the Bitcoin halving that triggers a supply shock in the market which starts another bull run. This predictable pattern has happened 3 times already, and we're currently in the midst of the 4th rotation of this pattern, in the bull market cycle. Huge gains continue to be made all over the cryptocurrency space, with more money flowing in than ever before due to institutional investment and mainstream media attention primarily for Bitcoin, fueling more adoption than ever before. These cycles can be analysed and used to predict the end of the market, which according to the bull cycle golden ratio, will end sometime between September and October this year. If this is the case, there is still 6 months left or so of the bull market to make some massive gains in cryptocurrency. It's important to remember as always that smart investors will look to protect their capital by taking profits on the way up and on the way down. Investors will be looking for good investment opportunities to make the most of their money this year, and today we're revisiting Vechain and assessing whether or not it's still a buy in 2021. Make sure to watch the video till the end for all the essential information. This is not financial advice and is for entertainment purposes only. We always stress that you do your own due diligence. Please like and subscribe for daily videos and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications. YouTube does gatekeep some cryptocurrency content, so to get access to this time-sensitive information immediately, make sure to turn on all notifications. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. Vechain has currently been experiencing a massive run-up in price in the past 2 weeks or so in the crypto space. 1 month or so ago we released a video where we outlined it was likely that Vechain was going to see a breakout to the upside soon due to its incredible fundamentals, of which are some of the best in the whole of crypto. Real-world use case is an absolutely amazing attribute which top successful cryptos will have in the future, and this was the main reason that we touted of why Vechain could potentially start to run in the future. We had many skeptics come to us saying that Vechain was dead, including someone who said Vechain would never hit 20 cents because it had not pumped anywhere near as much as other cryptocurrencies, as it had just retraced to the under 4 cents per token from a pump of 6 cents at the time. One important thing to remember in cryptocurrency is that smart investors will look for cryptos that have strong fundamentals and adoption as a great buying opportunity, especially if they haven't currently moved up much. It's human nature to chase winning investments, but it's also much more likely to end in failure by investing in assets that are already pumping or have already pumped, because the chances of retracement in these instances are much higher. Buying the top of a pumped asset can be very costly, and this happened to many investors in 2017 who bought Bitcoin at 20k, FOMOing in believing it would continue to run. It then lost half its value in the next weeks as a bear market was triggered. We also had other individuals who came to us to say that they saw a fantastic opportunity and bought the dip of Vechain when it went down to around 3.5 cents. As we're looking at it now, Vechain is currently valued at around 9 cents and has pumped 40% of its value in the past week, and it seems primed to continue its run up due to entering price discovery territory after breaking its previous all-time high of 8 cents, adjusted due to the tokenomics change. The future is looking very bright for Vechain, but why are we so bullish on it? As we previously mentioned, the main reason to be so bullish on Vechain is its real-world use case, which is something which is rarer in cryptocurrency space than you might think. Many of the projects developed in the cryptocurrency space have focuses that are more encapsulated in the cryptocurrency space, meaning that they don't affect much on the outside of their own ecosystem. Whether they will receive use for this utility is entirely dependent on how many users they can onboard to use their system, whatever that may be, and this can be more difficult than it seems. Most cryptocurrency is set out to solve a problem, but a real-world use case is something that gives a crypto a huge advantage. Developing new systems is all well and good, but there are many systems currently in place in the world that are primed to receive some new innovations or utilities without trying to replace them totally. The supply chain is a perfect example of one such system that could use some new utility, and as the world becomes more complex, supply chain management is going to become an increasingly large problem to solve for many businesses, especially with billions of lost, stolen or counterfeited goods in the world currently. The counterfeiting industry is currently valued in the region of $7 billion, and combining this with the loss of goods in transition or other inefficiencies in the supply chain, businesses can often be left scratching their heads with many issues with management in the supply chain. This specifically is the real-world use that Vechain is attempting to solve for, through the use of its supply chain tracking protocol. The supply chain overall is valued in the region of $50 trillion alone, and the extended systems that are attached to this, financial and otherwise, are valued far, far higher. Through the use of RFID tags, Vechain can track supply shipments extremely effectively, including information about the products including their sell-by date, location, quality, and condition, as well as storage conditions and handlers, etc. All of this information may not seem that useful at first glance, but being able to identify and solve potential issues for their supply chains, as well as being able to view records at all times for their tracked products immutably on the blockchain with very little error, is an incredible innovation which has not yet been seen in supply chain management business. With so much inefficiency in the supply chain currently, with so many goods being mishandled or sent to the wrong location, along with goods being spoiled in transition, Vechain is a perfect solution for these potential issues. When you look at potentially how much money Vechain could save for businesses, it's no surprise that not only do they have an invaluable real-world use case, but have received adoption by some of the top companies in the world, as well as gaining new partners seemingly weekly. They are already receiving use by BMW, BYD, Walmart and H&M, among many other top companies around the world. This is not another cryptocurrency that has massive potential but no adoption, but actually has already begun growing their network and developing their ecosystem. When you take a look at Vechain and also the adoption, which are the two vital pillars for success of a cryptocurrency in the long term, it's no surprise that Vechain has started to grow substantially in market cap, especially with the fundamentals of the bull run to also consider. Combining all this sentiment with the smart contract layer of Vechain, giving countless potential for dApps on the platform, including ones for customers to view the origins of their food or goods, and for businesses to execute fluid transactions and reduce friction points, Vechain aims to solve a massive amount of issues in the supply chain and create a trustless system that all participants can rely on as a symbol of trust. This sentiment is the main reason we're so bullish on Vechain, as it seems likely that as Vechain continues to gain adoption by top companies, Vechain adoption will also become a staple of trust between companies, and soon there will be preferred vendors for consumers and other businesses alike. So when you take a look at the recent technical information along with the fundamentals of Vechain, it's no surprise that it's finally starting to see excellent growth in 2021 so far. From the lows of March 2020, at the bottom of the bear market, at a price of around a fifth of a cent, Vechain is almost 50x so far in the past year alone. With such an incredible return already, you can start to weigh up whether Vechain is still a buy. Vechain is currently pumping in value, and as we've already discussed, in the short term buying the top of a pump is usually a recipe for disaster. Depending on the time horizon for the investor, an entry point of around 9 cents may or may not be good depending on the price targets they are looking to achieve. On current performance, it seems likely that Vechain will continue to run up over the next 6 months as the bull run develops and reaches a climax, especially considering that it's currently in price discovery mode after breezing past its adjusted all-time high of 8 cents. The $1 mark, or a rough 10x from the current price, does not seem out of the question at all, especially that Vechain has also just pumped 40% in 1 week. Once more and more investors become wise to the fundamentals and potential of Vechain, it seems very likely that a huge pump is inbound for Vechain over the next month or so. Beyond that, as the bull run reaches a euphoric peak, Vechain could easily push past $1 into the $2 to $3 range, which will give it a market cap of around 140 to 200 billion. Whilst this seems very unlikely at the current stage of the bull run, with Bitcoin likely to be 5 trillion or more this year in market cap, and Ethereum well over 1 trillion, a project as good as Vechain still has huge potential to grow in the coming months. So what do you think of Vechain? Does it have the potential to hit the highs that so many believe that it can? Drop a comment down below and share your price target for Vechain, along with the reasons behind it. We're always interested to know what you think. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, you can sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, where you can get access to our private Discord. Currently only 20% of viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community grow more, so please hit the big red button. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.